Hello everybody. Last episode we got in a nasty fight. We did come out of it the victors, but unfortunately, crippled arm, she's got leg, ribs, she's all messed up. I want to go back to that bar, but there's a couple things. First off, we are going to go back to the bridge and heal. As soon as we get on our ship, all of these traumas will go away. Because everything that's wrong reduces our effectiveness in any kind of fighting, and we don't want that. Hopefully we get out of here without any problems with the liege, because he's not going to be happy with me, and because we took on Jay and we pretty much went on her side. So let's get out of here as quick as we can. I believe we gotta go. I'm not sure. Let's check. We need to get to the rest of Footfall. So let's go here. We need to get to the dock. Let's move on over this direction. So we can grab this. Okay, there's our ship. Oh! Heinrichs! Really? What's he doing here? Lord Captain. Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, First Officer Worsren. I am not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. Well, greetings, Heinrichs. To what do I owe the pleasure of this latest visit? Only our mutual duty to humanity. It is that duty that demands I disturb your peace once more. Oh? How so? I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Rykad Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds, this time yours, Lord Captain. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronis expanse, the rogue trader of House von Valencius is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. Oh, really? I see, Heinrichs. Atira, all I got from it is that ridding ourselves of this snitch won't be easy. So I can't really say no, can I? Heinrich studies you for a moment. Then, ever so slightly, as if not wanting anyone else to see, he shakes his head. Huh. Okay. Well, what exactly caused this need to rejoin my crew? The cause is the activity of humanity's enemies, including the cult of the Vinyl Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Coronis Expanse has changed. I have received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the region where the Von Valencius worlds lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kiavagama, but if not, then I will share what details I know, but not here. Better to talk on board where we will not be overheard. Well, I object to such an abuse of power by the Inquisition. I am a rogue trader, not some peasant to be pushed around. One barely noticeable motion and a resplendent metal rosette flashes before your eyes, the symbol of the Inquisition's limitless power. Control yourself, Von Valencius. You are a step away from uttering words that could be interpreted as defiance of the throne, quite possibly the worst heresy that can be committed. He's kind of a jerk. I don't like him. I thought I did, but I don't. Not after this. I must also deliver this to you. He pulls out a letter. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask you read it soon, as you have time. That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship, or do you still have business here? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as part of your retinue. Oh, you're not accompanying me right now, sir. You get out of my sight. Anya's very upset right now. She does not want him with her, although we are heading right for the bridge. Let's go. Victus. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's system is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Except there's an issue. Of course there's an issue. Why wouldn't there be an issue? Continue. Cassia makes a quick, nervous gesture, adjusting the adornment over her eye. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonis, and I discovered that it doesn't match the one recorded in the atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the atlas, one after the other, and saw the same thing. Everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and streaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is utterly useless. Oh, thank you. Argenta chops the air with the side of her palm. Warp storms are our enemy. just like heretics and demons. It is a shame they can't be dispersed with a flamer or a bolter. Victus, well, now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communication in the Coronis expanse is no coincidence. There's a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valencia's Protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dargonis, and Kiavagama. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. Abelard, what do you think about this? Abelard strokes his beard for a few seconds before giving a hesitant reply. Rediscovering the agri-world will supply your protectorate with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. Yes, you have a point there. On the other hand, oh, I knew that was coming. I am concerned by the rumors concerning Kiavagama. There's been no problems on Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. And I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughing stock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and ledgers would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all three systems are equally vital to the Protectorate. It falls to you to decide which should be brought into the fold before the rest, Lord Captain. The vessel and the crew await your instructions and are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you so desire. We can leave, but I'd really like to go back to that bar. I know. We do still have a quest, though, I think, for that place, so we do need to go back. Let me check. I believe it's this one here. For Vladim, we're supposed to get food on Janus, so maybe we'll hold off going back until we get that quest done. And we never did do this inheritance question, so we need to go back quite a bit. Now, here is the quest we have for Dargonis. It doesn't say... It just says we have to restore the operation of the administrative apparatus. And I think that this is going to be the #1 priority for us, to be honest. The food is, but we're not out of food yet. So it's not our main #1 concern. And as far as Kiavagama, that one sounds like it's going to be quite the challenge, because something is actually happening. So let's pop on to Dargonis if we can and see what's going on there. That's going to be my order. We do need to talk to Argenta, so let's do that now. And we are supposed to talk to Jay, but she is not a priority right now. We do need to talk to Heinrichs. And then we also have this on Dargonis. We have to find this hidden cache. So we've got 2 things to do on Dargonis. Well, I think first off, let's get Heinrichs out of the way.
To what do I owe this visit?
You wanted to discuss the nature of your mission?
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officers' mess.
Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain. Yes, we're gonna say this, but it's kind of in a snippy kind of a way. I welcome the chance to assist the Inquisition with its inquiries, Van Calix. Lord Captain, your enthusiasm is commendable. The interrogator smiles, but his eyes remain cold. He caught my attitude there. Good. To business, then. The cult of the final dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Coronis Expanse and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. So you have spies on the Von Valencius worlds? Just wondering. The person I mentioned is not a spy, but a secretary in the Administratum Department on Dargonis. The planet's governor and Theodora were fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill the sacred oath to the Golden Throne and eliminate threats to the Imperium, which the Coronis Expanse has in abundance. His name is Achilles Scanlander. As soon as we contact Dargonis, I will introduce you as the new head of the dynasty. I'm sure you will appreciate the presence of such an advisor among your subjects, and I suggest you heed his words at least occasionally. Well, I do have an interesting question. Why would Ordo Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? Oh, you are well versed in how the Inquisition is organized. Yes. Initially, our arrival in the Coronis Expanse was dictated by the need to fight Xenos. The cult is related to my main specialization. Perhaps I will be able to reveal the truth someday, but right now I ask you to display humility and patience. Oh, I have both of those, sir. Well, I've already agreed to give you a place aboard my ship. Is there anything else? The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world of Kiava Gamma. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may very well include the blessed engines of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and even the followers of the Omnissiah themselves. I see. I guess my choice of planet is not one of the options. Anya's getting more and more frustrated with this. She has so many things she's got to do, and this guy's got to come back and butt in. I will be frank. The answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. Let me put it this way. You may think whatever you want of me, but my goal is not to hinder you. I'm here to help you in the fight against foes you may not even be aware of. You have my word that I will provide every assistance in uprooting the heresy that has sprouted on the Von Valencius worlds. I will try to be more patient with the less grievous flaws the bearers of the warrant are sometimes known to have. Thank you for sparing time, Lord Captain. What is this? The light glinting off the Pollar's skull makes it seem like the ebony face is mocking you. Huh. Lovely. I can't move that off my desk. I have to have that thing staring at me every time I sit down. I guess I should read that letter. Anya's in a kind of a sour mood. Letter from Lord Inquisitor Calcazar. May the Emperor's faithful forever remain in the light of his favor. Let me first express my condolences on the tragic death of the most honorable Theodora von Valancius. Nevertheless, I was elated to learn that the warrant of the rogue trader has been passed to a worthy and promising heir. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisition's official opinion of your person. What's he buttering me up for? As fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the von Valancius dynasty in an hour most dire. Grim portents of dark events to come are surfacing throughout the Coronis expanse. I have been duty-bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that it is indeed coming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become the pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. So I greet you as my dependable ally and assure you of my favor. From now on, you have a trusted friend within the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, and a receptive confidant. Should dark times require you to make questionable choices, I have no doubt that such incident will be examined in an exceedingly temperate fashion that rules out the most radical forms of judgment. So he's going to give me a little leeway for things, is basically what he's saying there. I don't trust him further than I can see my pinky on my right hand. I have faith in the success of our partnership, and thank you for your contribution, both past and future. Okay. It seems that Kiavagama is first on our list. Let's go and speak to Argenta. She's usually at the front of the bridge. Machine spirits are skittish today. I wonder why that would be. Everybody's all healed up and everything, so we're good to go there. But let's complete this quest with her.
Greetings.
Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and to explain the strange words of that cultist on Footfall.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the Sacred Warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Nobody goes in there, Argenta. Well, now is not a good time, Argenta.
Well, then I will be patient, Rogue Trader, and wait.
Okay. How did you exactly end up on Theodora's ship?
I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the pirate attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that
Don't stop now.
I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, while her crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I'd barely recovered from my wounds when the pirates struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
She's calling them pirates, not cultists. What happened to the people who wounded you? Did Theodora's men eliminate them?
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more. And it's bound to happen someday.
You mentioned making a mistake.
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them.
Okay, what planet did this happen on?
On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse. No one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
Well, we could go to that planet and deal with the Chaos Worshippers.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valanci's protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads have cleared.
She won't tell me the planets. I don't know. There's something off about her, and she wants to see the warrant of trade. That's not in line with her religion. I don't have any more questions. Thank you. And I don't want to speak to Jay, but I'd like to see if she's on the bridge somewhere. She is. Let's not go back to the planet. Apparently we have to go to Kiavagala. Let's check the map. The Coronis Expanse is a vast region of space where you will travel between different star systems. In each system, unique events can occur. By steering your flagship toward them, you can explore planets, study anomalies, and interact with other ships. To switch to the map of the entire Coronis Expanse, click the button in the bottom right corner. Okay, let's see what this is. Warp routes. Travel between systems is fraught with mortal peril and takes place in another dimension known as the warp. Only a navigator can plot a course through the warp. So what Cassie was telling us is all of the roads are gone now. Click the circular button at the bottom of the screen to have the ship's navigator chart new routes to the system you have selected. To initiate travel, click the left mouse button on a system and press the warp travel button. Green routes are safe, yellow routes are unpredictable, orange routes are a high probability of an attack, red routes are a sure sign the ship will be assaulted. The ship's navigator can make a route safer by spending points of navigator's insight, which can be acquired by discovering and scanning new systems. That goes back to the bridge. Void ship management. Chart new routes. Alright, we're not going to do this right now. I just want to look. Teklos Epsilon. So these are full star systems. Mundus, Valencius. This is where Dargonis is. Okay. This is Kiavagama. This is where we need to go first. Okay. Let's go back to the bridge. Alright everybody, I think this is a good place to leave this episode. Next time we're going to explore what's in this particular star system. We did get a peek at the whole Coronis expanse, and we know we have to go to Kiavagama, so we're going to focus in on that. Thank you for joining me today. Please give a like and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.